5 or so hours. We've been running for about 5 or so hours. Okay, and this is the total profit loss right now, $2,364. And this is based off of a $2,000 account size with a 5% risk as a starting with a martingale, with a 4-step martingale. So essentially, this is a no lose, um, strategy, or a no lose whatever compounding bot, because what happens is the base amount is the 5%, which is $10, 5% of 2,000. It wins 40%. On this specific strategy, the payout is a predetermined 40%. When it loses, the martingale is set to multiply the next trade by 4, and it does that. And when that trade, if it wins, it will cover the loss of the previous losing trade. I can set it at ×3 or ×2, but to stay in the positive, I have it set at ×4. And ×4 is a little bit more riskier because, it, as you can see, the payout was $16 on that ×4 trade. I only needed a $10 payout to cover my recent loss, which would have made, I could have had it at ×3 and probably received a somewhere around that just covered that loss. But I wanted to stay in the positive, so this losing trade not only gets covered, but these two trades together make and earn about $6. Okay, so it stays in the positive. I could set it to just break even, have a martingale multiplied to break even, but this is a little bit more aggressive, and it stays in the positive while still maintaining a reasonable size risk. Because with this specific strategy, we're never, well, at least so far I've been running it for about a week on different conditions, and it has not lost more than 3 times in a row. So the max it has lost was 3 trades in a row, as we can see maybe recently right here. So here's the second level, $40, and 4 times 40 is 160. And so that's the third loss. And then the fourth level is usually the last trade that, usually the third one is the last losing trade in a row before it comes on to a winning trade, and that would be the $640 trade. So the total margin used here is about $850. Okay, and you know what I'm saying? That's the total margin, but there was not a loss. You didn't lose anything, even though you lost 3 in a row. This is $210 in the negative, and then we come back with a win, $261. So we come off with $50 in the positive still. So there's probably about 3 or 4 losing streaks that maxed out the fourth level trade. Okay, and it's probably one every hour. Okay, and this is pretty much trading about every 10-11 seconds. It's finding a trade. I can set this and slow it down to look for a trade setup every minute, every hour, you know what I'm saying, every 2 hours, and it can go phenomenally a lot better with less losers, because the probability you're spreading out to only hit a trade once every hour, or so. as you can see, that is what is happening. It has some really nice winning streaks because the setup that it's looking for, depending on the market conditions, it can have a nice. I've seen a 20 trade win streak. Okay, there's a nice win streak right there. One loss, nice win streak right there. Depending on the market conditions, it'll depend. So I can imagine if this is set up to take a trade every hour, you know what I'm saying? I won't even get to the fourth level trade. Nice win streak right there. But so to give you an idea of the numbers, the average. So if the max risk um is would be a fourth level trade, and the total margin would be $850. Um, based on a $2,000 account, that's about a 42%, whatever, 42, 43%, margin risk. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, to double the account. So we're already at 2,300. I think I have it set to earn, I think, 150%. Because I can set the profit target at the beginning once I start up the bot. Once I press start bot, it'll prompt me what do I want to set my target profit to. Then I can set what's my maximum loss. Then I can set the starting trade amount. So I actually set the maximum loss to 160, which is the second level trade. Okay, but it doesn't even hit the third level trade or fourth level trade until it's already in the green. You know what I'm saying, 10, 20, 30%. So by the time it takes a loss on a second level trade, it's not even dipping into your original capital. Therefore, it doesn't register me as having a maximum loss of 160. So say I already earned $330. Once I take a second level loss, which is a $160 trade loss, it won't stop the bot because I'm still in the green. It'll go on to take the third level trade, which is 640. Okay, and things like that. So I have it set. I can set it at 600. I can set it to stop at trading at $640 as a maximum loss from the get-go, but I set it at 160 from the get-go so that if it takes on a loss, if it takes on, you know what I'm saying, a losing streak at the beginning of the run, I can the bot will stop it, then I can start the bot under better market conditions because it shouldn't really have a losing streak off the get. It should have a losing streak, somewhere along the lines where the probability slows down and whatever after you're already in the green. So that's it. So that's how I have it set up. And then also, if I'm looking at this, um, you know what I'm saying? I can probably set the profit target to whatever I like just because after it's already in the green, okay, so we get to $640, okay, so say we have to, what's it called? Say we have to take say it takes a fifth level loss or a fourth level loss, okay, I used up, my margin 850. So at this point, if I take a loss, okay, my margin, I would have need to had 2560 plus 850. Oh, I already did too much. 2560 is 640 times 4 plus the 850 margin I've already used. Okay, I would need to have 3410 in margin. Okay, so I haven't taken a third level trade or you know what I'm saying, it would let me know. And if I don't have the available margin, okay, to take the next level, the bot also will not trade because it won't have enough balance in the account technically to take the next trade. So say, you know what I'm saying, I only make $1,000 of profit, I make 50% profit. Okay, I end up losing, I end up doing whatever, getting to the $640 So I lose $850, right? After I've already earned 1,000, okay, and then it attempts to make a fifth level trade, which would be $2,500 trade. My account don't have that much, so therefore it's not going to take that trade. So therefore the bot's going to stop out. But by that time, I was already in the green enough to still pocket 200 or so dollars, because I was in it. It didn't take that losing streak until I was already in the green. Therefore, but at this point, I'm so much in the green. Okay, if I take a fourth level trade, it will actually have enough margin, because what I'm saying, I got the required margin would be 34.10, but right now I got 2,000. Okay, minus 850. Okay, I have 1,150 left. Okay, from my original balance, but I take a fourth level loss, and I have right now the profit of plus 2,350, pretty much. 2,350 is my current profit. So I have 3,500 of margin left after the fourth level loss. So the fourth level loss would be 2,560. That would be a trade, and I'd have whatever, that'd be my leftover balance. But I would have had enough right now if to take a fourth level trade, um, and it would cover me. So, like, what I'm saying, 2,560 times 40%, that's 1,024 payout, minus 850, which would be what I would have lost in the margin. I'm coming out $174 in the positive. That's a fifth level trade. It's not, if it gets there at this point, my profit loss has enough to take that next trade. But I'm just showing you the power of, what I'm saying, a calculated compounding interest and martingale effect for it not to lose. You can calculate the probability of your strategy and your win ratio, and then, what I'm saying, tie into how much you want to risk. Because if I say it's only gonna lose $850 before it wins, okay, I can run this on $1,000 account, okay, but my full margin will go down to 850, okay, and I would use most of my account. I'd use 85% of my account to stay in the green rather than 42% of it. Like, what I'm saying? So I can run this same strategy safely on a $1,000 account. Okay, my risk is now 10% starting stake, and then 80 up to 85% of my margin, possibly being used at any given point. Okay, what I'm saying. So I just played a little bit safer, have a $2,000 cushion, and run it on 5%, and then what I'm saying, I can keep going and whatever. Um, I can go down to 1%, and boom, 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 run the same strategy, and what I'm saying, just increase the target profit. So, pretty much this strategy is having something like, so right now the number of runs I've been running this for 536 trades. Okay, 370 wins, 166 losses. Okay, so this thing on its own is um, winning 2.2 times more than it's losing. Okay, so and then we have 370 plus 166, so we have essentially 537. So we have 537 trades. Okay, the average of that divided by 2, okay, is 268 times 5. So this win-loss ratio with this profit is pretty much like winning 268 times in a row with a profit of about $9. Okay, so we're winning 268 trades in a row at $9 of profit per trade. Okay, a little bit over that. 24. We are at 24.30 right now. $2,429. Okay, that's pretty much what this ratio is doing. Okay, right there, $2,419, $2,416. That's 270 trades in a row at $9 profit. Okay, that's pretty much what this is averaging out to. And that's pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see if this can run all the way up. Looks like we have some type of, you know, lesser market condition, but you know what I'm saying, the profit target, it may stop me out at about 3,000. That's a profit target, 150%. But what if I set this at like 30,000 and just run this for like 5 days, like a week? I could probably hit it. But like, you know what I'm saying, I'm already in the green, so if I have a losing streak like I had shown you, I have enough profit to cover it after this point. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to show you guys, you know what I'm saying, the power of compound interest, probability, and martingale. It is an effective method to use to really never lose and to stay in the green if you know your win-loss ratio. People use a strategy not knowing how many times they are going to end up in a losing streak and how long the losing streak can last under certain market conditions. I've been back testing this and looking at the different market conditions, and it has not went past taking a fourth level trade. It just has not. Even the current losing streak right now, it goes 2 in a row and restarts. So we have 3 in a row. Max, it takes the fourth level. The fourth level is always a winner after a 3 in a row losing streak. 3 in a row, fourth winner. So this has not gone past that, and this is running on a high frequency. If I lower the frequency, it will have a higher probability. It probably might not go past 2 losers in a row. If I spread this out to take a trade every hour or so, you know, 3 and then fourth winner. So I can increase my odds by using the factor of time as well. But I mean, shit, 150% in 6 hours, 7 hours. I mean, we're at hour 5. I can imagine $500 more dollars is only going to take, you know what I'm saying, a few more whatever trades. So that's what I have to show you so far. If you want to see this in action,
hey yo, I heard it across the grapevine, sweet taste of my alibi. Yeah. It's a dangerous scene with no one who heard it right. Any color, cause it takes time. Eclipse of this moonlight, yeah. It was strange as it dangerous, 'cause it's us and them. Hey yo, we comfortably numb in a state of war. Yes, it's dangerous, and it's us and them. Hey yo, we comfortably numb in a state of war. Yes, it's dangerous, and it's us and them. Hey yo, we comfortably numb in a state of war. Yes, it's dangerous, and it's us and them. Hey yo, we comfortably numb.
Yo, yo, so it's your boy, Young Trep Trader. Okay, it's 9:20 a.m. Let's check. I left this running um last throughout the night. Okay, I restarted it with a wow, we hit the profit target, 11,000 right there. That's what the target profit was. I started this account, restarted, and I ran it with a 5% risk on $1,000 um you know account. That's what it's based off of. So this took roughly 5 hours to complete. No, about six overnight. Hit the profit target. Okay, which is it's a 1,000% profit target. 1,100%. Okay, 10x. Got to do it big. I wanted to see how long this thing can run with no losses. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys what's possible. If you want access, if you want more info, want to know, what I'm saying, anything else, what I'm saying, let me know. This is for the people that know what I'm about, what I do, you know what I'm saying? This is not something simple. This is something learned. Um, and uh, yeah, it's really time to build in 2020. It is time to build, okay, and we need the tools necessary to do so.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in